I got my August 2026 paper pumpkin in the mail the other day, so I'm going to prep my paper pumpkin for when I'm ready to put it together. And if you want to, you can prep your paper pumpkin with me. I haven't even opened it just for a second, but I haven't undone anything or opened any of the items. The first thing is the stamp set. Has a really pretty branch. I can tell already I'm going to be using that one a lot. And we'll look at the sentiments and what they say in a little bit. And then there's a gray granite Stampin' Spot. If I already have one open, then I'll just save this for another time. And gently open my tissue so I can save it for Christmas or a birthday present. Of course, I save these. I can't tell you the last time I bought tissue paper. Maybe it was a few years ago for Christmas, but I don't buy it a lot. Okay, everything comes wrapped in this cellophane, so I'll put my box away and open this up. Paper pumpkins come with everything that you need. You might just need some scissors to open it with. Okay, it comes with tear and tape and twine, and also I save these little bags to organize all the things in. I always like to take everything out. The reason I do this is, number one, I like to play with my paper pumpkin, and I might not have time to put it all together yet. Second is that the card bases that they come with are a little thinner than I like, so I like to use thicker card bases, and I need to prepare those. I have an old paper pumpkin box that I keep all of my pop dots in, so that I always have a whole bunch of them when I need them. And I like to take my envelopes and go ahead and fold them. They're real pretty colors, real soft and subtle, with an ombre on the envelope. So I will probably stamp on this also when I do put the cards together. And then I'll set these sentiment strips aside to punch out later. You don't even need scissors for that. They come out very easily. Some of them are laser cut, but this one looks like it might be die cut. And these are just some of the white sheets that you'll stamp on, already cut down for you. I really like these colors. Okay, so all my envelopes are folded and ready. I'll set aside my sentiment strips for later. Okay, then here are my card bases. They have a little bit of an ombre to them, and it looks like all of them are the same color. So I'll fold those and get those. Actually, I'm probably going to cut these, so I won't fold them all the way right now. I will cut them down to 4 by 5 1/4 inch panels, and then put them on the front of my new card bases that I have. Ooh, these are pretty. These are die cut, already ready to go. 3 of those. And really pretty. Oh, so these are laser cut, you can tell because of the burning on the back. Probably because it's more intricate design. They laser cut. So I always like to take all these apart. Why? Mainly because I like to play with my kit, even though I might not be ready to put it all the way together yet. So I'm prepping and playing with my paper pumpkin kit. How's that for alliteration? These are really pretty. I usually will take the Ziploc bag that the adhesive comes in to store these in so they don't get crinkled up inside the box. Sometimes they give you extras of things, and sometimes you could cut, like if you wanted to cut these down into 2 so that when you cut your bases apart, you're going to end up being able to make 2 of each card. Or you could use the branch in the stamp set instead if you don't have enough. So I tried to make them the way they come, and then with the other half, when I double it, I try to make it as close as I can with what I already have and what's in the kit. I like these little circle dies. They're pretty. See, they gave you an extra one here in case you mess up stamping, but you can also turn it over. There's a little hello. Now I know that we have gotten a hello die in the past with a previous paper pumpkin extra, what is it, the accessory dies that you can get. I know I have a hello somewhere that I could use to stamp and cut out. Here's some eucalyptus. These are really pretty. I love this color. These kind of remind me of Southwest colors. And they're not really fall, but they're getting us ready for fall and the fall colors that are coming up. I actually have a stamp set that has some eucalyptus looking leaves in it that I might use. I always think about what do I already have that I can use with something that I have that's new. And of course, here's your free fan for us hot flash ladies. If you don't have one next to your chair, you can put one there. And look how pretty. You can really easily mimic this one and do another set of cards just like this. Okay, so then I'll get my kit and put everything back in it. And then I will put all the things back in. I'll put my get my Ziploc bag and put all my die cuts in it. So they're ready for later. And then these are for those panels on the front of that one card. And I would definitely cut some more of these with my paper scraps and make some more like it. The last thing I have to do is find a 110-pound cardstock that would match these. That would match these cards to be sturdier card bases. I'll do that next and show you what color I choose. It might be white because these have a very white theme, and it would be easy to match. See, I'm not sure if these are supposed to be separated or if they... I think they're supposed to be separated, but I'm going to leave them together just in case. These two have a little break in between. Let me look. Oh yeah, these are supposed to be separate. And then the rest of the sentiment strips. So you have these longer strips, the shorter strips, and then the circles are all the 3 things that the sentiments go on. And they do give you extras of those, again, in case you mess up, but you can also turn it over so you have more than one chance to get it right. Okay. And then I'll put these in the smaller little zipper bag. And then I'll go and find a color for the card bases. Actually, my eyes were playing tricks on me, and the card bases are just white, but they have a real pretty texture to them. So because of that, I went ahead and chose the white 110-pound card base, and I cut these down to 4 by 5 1/4, And when I put those on there, you still get that texture and the thicker card base. And then I will just assemble the first 9 the way they are on the instruction sheet. And the other 9 I will do as close as I can, as similar to them with the things that are in the box and with stamps that I already have. So I hope you get your paper pumpkin and prep it and play with it like I did. And so it'll be ready when you're ready to assemble all the cards.